Welcome, and thank you for joining us today. We're going to take a brief look into Global Capture Convey Plus with Rapid Adapt Forms Learning. Global Capture Convey Plus from Square 9 was designed to capture, classify, and validate data from high volumes of multi-formatted documents. Convey Plus converts valuable data into actionable information, which allows you to work with a greater level of intelligence. So let's take a quick look at how Convey Plus works with an accounts payable invoice. This is the design canvas. If we take a quick look at this, you'll see that we have an import node or a start node, which could signify using a desktop scanner, a multifunction connector, or optionally email import. Once we have acquired a document, we go through a classification and data extraction node. You'll actually see here that we have a number of applied OCR templates to not only classify but extract the appropriate data from the documents. Once we have done so, we can then export the data and the associated images to a predefined directory, or use the data that we have extracted from the documents to automatically create a directory structure and rename the files. In the event that a document doesn't classify, we can bring it down to a validation queue where we can utilize Rapid Adapt Forms Learning to teach Global Capture how to deal with this document the next and subsequent times it comes through. Once we have released the document, then the process ends. So let's take a look at the process in question. As you can see, I've imported a few documents for our demonstration today. Many of the documents in my batch have automatically processed and are in a completed status. If I highlight one of these documents, you can see on the right-hand side all of the data elements that have been extracted from the invoice, along with the OCR confidence reporting. So if I highlight my one item that is here in validation, it allows me to open it up in my validation module. As you can see, a number of my data elements have not extracted because we could not classify this document. In essence, it's the first time we've ever seen a brewer supply company invoice. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and populate this information through the use of keyfree. So I'll give the user a point and click experience to populate this data versus your traditional manual entry. In addition, there is a little fireball icon that allows me to launch a wizard-driven template-based teaching mechanism that we call Rapid Adapt Forms Learning. As I walk through the wizard, the first step is we need to add markers to the template. This is in essence going to be used as key information to help classify the document. And you'll see that my required marker fields have been added to my template. And now we're going to teach Global Capture where the data exists for extraction. So I add my zone and I can draw around the PO number. Now that we know the location of that data, we have to tell Global Capture which data element in fact are we extracting. When I'm done, I can come down here and give this template a name. So by nature of saving that template, the next and subsequent times that these types of invoices come through the solution, Global Capture Convey Plus will automatically be able to classify and extract the information from this document. So let's take a look at how we repurpose the data that we've extracted from the documents after we've completed the capture flow process. In this example, under the vendor invoices directory, you'll see we've created a directory based on the vendor name. Underneath the vendor name, we've utilized the purchase order number to create a subdirectory, and ultimately underneath there, a resulting PDF utilizing the invoice number to rename the file.